Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. I know you guys have probably been waiting for another episode, for those who are following the episodes, okay? I kind of got it a little bit mixed up with my schedule because the last video was actually supposed to be another future spouse reading, but listen guys, to be honest with you, I don't know what's going on with the planets, with the energy, but it was a lot for me. Like there's like, I don't know what's going on, but it is a lot. Like it, for me, this feels like Mercury retrograde, but I don't think we are in a Mercury retrograde if I'm not mistaken. I don't follow astrology as much as I used to, but something has been up in the air and I could feel it because I'm quite sensitive, so I was a little bit confused, like mixing up things and stuff like that. I grounded myself again. So here we are. Today is the Future Spouse episode 18, if I'm not mistaken. For anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia and I do Future Spouse readings. I also do other readings, but Future Spouse readings, I do them to keep you company until you meet the love of your life, until you meet your future spouse. And this is also helping you to connect to their energy, or to visualize them better, or to just connect to their energy so that you can attract and manifest them into your life, okay? This is the intention with my future spouse readings, to also to help you feel the energy of the man, the woman that you're meant to marry before they even stand in front of you, so that you guys can finally meet each other, okay? Because there's so many distractions out there, so many temptations, so many things that can cloud our judgment and can cloud our mind, and I'm here to give you clarity. I'm here to confirm to you what you already felt about your future spouse, okay? Because in the way I see it is that people are destined to be together, but there could be like obstacles in the way, or there could be a lot of distractions, or there could be like false twin flames coming in the mix and stuff like that, kind of like not keeping you away from your future spouse, but making it harder to find them. And I believe in true love. I believe that there are people that are meant to be together, but I also believe that it's not always so easy to find each other, because there's so many things that we have to like work through, and also sometimes limiting belief systems. I am here to connect you to your future spouse, okay? No matter where the heck they are in the world, okay? So that you can feel this person's energy, that you can visualize them, that when you close your eyes and you lay in your bed, you already have like a feeling of who they are. Okay, and then when you close your eyes and you visualize your future spouse and you feel their energy, you're calling them into your life, okay? And then I kindly ask you to send me an invitation to your wedding, okay? Okay, I don't know, I feel like a wedding planner, but not a wedding planner, but I'm like a wedding tarot reader. I don't know, because I don't think I've seen other people do that on YouTube, to be honest with you. I could be wrong, but in my eyes, I see myself as like, you know, like a wedding planner. You know, like people come to me for like wedding readings. Like I feel like a wedding planner, or I feel like the tarot lady that is specified in weddings and relationships and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm rambling this much. Okay, so for anybody who's new, my name is Cynthia. We're going to look at the energy of your future spouse today and what your relationship is going to be like, okay? Again, my intention is that you feel the energy of your future spouse in your heart, so much so that you just attract them into your life, that you manifest them, that they stand in front of you, okay? So without further ado, in the next clip you can choose between 3 images. There's going to be an extended for the pick a card reading. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to extend the pick a card reading, or how I'm going to extend this reading. We might go into like hidden information about your relationship, or what you should know about your relationship, or possibly like challenges or things that you guys have to overcome, or what your destiny will be, or why you guys are coming together. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to let you guys know by the end of your reading how I am going to extend the reading, okay? So just to let you guys know, for anybody who's already subscribed to my Patreon, there's going to be an extended, okay? Okay, so you get double the content basically today. Wow, I'm really talkative today. That's interesting, because I wasn't talkative at all the last couple of days. I was more like in hermit mode. I was self-reflecting a lot. I was like, I think I was like gathering myself and cleansing and all that good stuff. I don't know why winter is always such a heavy energy, but yeah, do you guys agree that winter kind of has like a, I don't know, winter can be quite heavy. I'm not quite sure why. And I'm also super excited for 2023, to be honest with you. I don't know. I love the beginning of New Year. Oh, by the way, talking about New Year, I have a new intro that also was not planned. It wasn't planned at all, but I felt like I need a little bit of like new energy for myself and for this channel. So there's a new intro, and I find it beautiful because for those who are watching me, you're also gonna go into 2023 with like a new intro. You will be seeing a new intro, kind of like a new year, new intro, new energy, if that makes sense. Okay, man, I'm really talkative today. Okay guys, so in the next step you can choose between 3 images. Go with your gut feeling. If you feel indecisive, close your eyes, take a deep breath, maybe make yourself a beverage, a coffee, a tea. Okay, calm down. And then choose your pile, okay? And if you feel super duper indecisive, you can also go to Google, find a number generator, and ask your spirit guides to guide you to the right pile, okay? But we're gonna start now. We're gonna see what your relationship with your future spouse is gonna be like, okay? Or what is your relationship really going to be like with your future spouse? So we're gonna go kind of deep today, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to see in your reading, guys. Beautiful pile number 1. Yes, I changed the light. I think it is also gonna tie into, oh, okay, I think this is, oh, that's interesting. I think this is gonna tie into your reading here, okay? And I actually feel called to get a different deck here. Okay, I'm being brought to the Triple Moon Goddess deck, but first of all, hello my beautiful pile number 1. You chose the beautiful image here with the balloons. Give me one moment. Spirit is telling me to get different cards here, okay? And then we're gonna look at what your relationship with the love of your life, with your future spouse, with your hubby, your wife is gonna be like, okay? Give me a moment here. Okay guys, I'm back. I got the cards here. I don't know why Spirit is telling me to do that right now, but give me a moment here. I want to get one card here and then we're gonna start your reading. But it's interesting because I do everything in a different order. Okay, what I want to tell you guys is that I feel like this relationship with your future spouse is going to bring like a lot of change to you. okay, because I changed the light. I'm getting different cards. So it's almost this energy of like this person is really going to change your life, meaning like they're going to completely switch up your time schedule, but not in a bad way. It's something that you're really going to enjoy. But I almost want to say this person's going to like, this relationship is going to really surprise you, because you might be thinking to yourself, oh, you might be like daydreaming about like kissing and walking and doing things together. But I want to say that there's something unpredictable about this connection, okay, or something about like you didn't know that this person is going to bring so much change into your life, okay? So I want to see what that is about. Let me see. Spirit, what is this change about? Oh, okay, what is this change about that this relationship is going to bring to pile number 1? The relationship with their future spouse. Okay, this is so freaking odd because I never do that. First of all, I channel and then I show the cards to you guys, but Spirit is telling me to do something completely different. So again, I want to say this relationship is going to catch you by surprise, because again, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, it would be so nice to have a boyfriend, to have a girlfriend. Little do you know that you're going to move in with this person quite fast, or this person is going to invite you to go to a trip or something like that. But we're going to see what this is about. There's something that even in your wildest imagination you couldn't like grasp it, or there's something very unpredictable. Like as soon as this person comes into your life, it's almost like they're really going to switch things up, or your life is going to look a little bit differently and you didn't see that coming. So let's see what that is. What is this change about here? What is this change about here that pile number 1's future spouse is going to bring to them? Yeah, okay. I have the 2 of Swords here. One more. What is this change about? Wow. That is interesting. Let me see. Okay, so I'm picking up the energy here. Let's look at first of all what your relationship with your future spouse is going to be like. Okay, pile number 1. Now let's begin. Now Spirit is telling me I can channel the energy here. So give me a moment. The relationship with your future spouse is going to be a relationship that brings a lot of excitement to you. I'm seeing you guys here spending a lot of time in tropical countries, or there might be an energy where you guys are going to move to a tropical country. There is definitely an energy where you guys are going to spend a lot of time by a beach or in a very warm country, or you guys are going to go on vacation a lot in a very warm country is what I'm picking up here, okay? I'm picking up the energy that your relationship, if I could describe the energy of your relationship, for me this feels like a couple that you and your future spouse are really going to work hard, okay, so that you can really enjoy your life on the beach. I'm seeing this energy here of you guys making a plan together to work together to make a specific amount of money, or to earn a specific amount of money, and then you guys are going to travel a lot to very tropical countries. I'm being brought to like the Maldives, like I'm also being brought to like Bora Bora, like I'm being brought to very expensive locations, okay? Even if you tell me I don't have much money, I'm picking up the energy that you and your future spouse, you're going to find a way to make like the right amount of money for you guys to really fly to the most beautiful places that you like. I'm picking up the energy that you and your future spouse, you guys are really all about like, I'm hearing the 7 world wonders. I'm seeing this energy of like, I'm being brought to like the Pink Sea in Australia. I'm being brought to the Maldives. I'm being brought to like, yeah, I'm being brought to like water and sea creatures, okay? There could be an energy where the both of you are really gonna love like the beach life or a tropical life, or you guys really love, yeah, I'm also being brought to like I'm being brought to like a very warm country. Again, this could also be like that you as a couple, you will have like your favorite country, meaning that you guys love Hawaii. So you guys are going to go to Hawaii every year or something like that. And it's becoming a tradition. And then for, wow, I'm seeing about, this is just for a few amount of you guys. I'm seeing for somebody out here, if you have been thinking about it, this is the confirmation. For some of you guys, I'm also picking up an energy of like living off grid. Somebody here is going to live off grid. It's this energy of like two people that are going to work super duper hard, you and your future spouse, because we have the working couple here, okay? And you guys are going to earn enough money, okay? You guys are going to earn enough money for you guys to have like very romantic very romantic journeys to specific countries that you always wanted to go to. But again, I feel like it's a luxurious, or even if it's not luxurious, it's like the flight or the tickets are very expensive. Like for example, when you want to fly to Rio, from where I live, it's super duper expensive, okay? So I'm picking up the energy here. If you live in the United States, I would also not be surprised if you guys are gonna travel to places in Europe. But again, for me, this almost feels like this relationship is all about we're gonna work super duper hard so that we have enough money to see the most beautiful places that we can like possibly see, okay? I'm also hearing while we are young, we should do something crazy, okay? Even if you guys are not young, this is kind of like young at heart, okay? I'm picking up the energy that you guys are going to really motivate each other, especially if you have a job that you don't like. I'm seeing you guys here, depending on if you're going to live together. I mean, you guys are going to live together at some point. But like in the beginning stages, it's going to be all about like drinking your coffee in the morning, drinking your tea in the morning. You guys are going to be on the phone talking about like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that at work, or your man or your woman is going to tell you like, okay baby, you know, only like 3 months and then we can go on vacation, let's do this together. Work is shitty, but we're going to do this together, okay? Or even if you guys live together, I'm picking up the energy of like, before you guys are going to go to work, you're really going to enjoy your coffee together, okay? For some of you guys, you might even go to like a little coffee shop in the morning or something like that, or you're going to meet each other during lunch break, okay? There's an energy of like, you're really going to enjoy the time when you wake up together, meaning like I'm picking up this energy of like you guys are gonna motivate each other in the morning to go to work, to make money, to earn money, because you guys have like a specific goal of making a lot of tropical memories, or traveling to a lot of beautiful places here, okay? For some of you guys, I'm also seeing here that you guys are gonna make sure, or you guys are gonna, I'm hearing you guys are gonna work your ass off so that you at some point can retire in a tropical country or in your dream country, basically, okay? Let me see. Yeah, I'm picking up this energy here that your relationship and what is going to be very, very significant in your relationship is like the morning routine, like eating breakfast together in the morning, drinking coffee or tea together in the morning, really hyping each other up in the morning, okay? If you guys are spiritual, I'm also picking up this energy of like positive affirmations in the morning, or even meditating together in the morning so that you can conquer the day. But I pick up this energy that you guys you are both going to be like very ambitious people, meaning like if you want to go to the Maldives, you're not gonna say, oh, I don't have enough money to go there. You're gonna tell yourself, I don't have enough money yet. Okay, so even if somebody says like, how are you gonna, if you say, oh, I'm gonna have my honeymoon in Bora Bora, and then somebody else is gonna say like, that's expensive, you know, like how are you gonna get the money? And you're gonna be like, I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna get there. This is what I'm picking up here. So I'm picking up the energy again. You would be the type of couple to work really hard together, to motivate each other in the morning, to really enjoy each other's company in the morning. I'm seeing like a very long kiss in the morning before you guys go to work, before the hustle and bustle is starting, okay? Or I'm seeing like a very sweet conversation in the morning, or hearing each other's voices first thing in the morning. If you chose a pile, a pick a card reading where I talked about that your future spouse, this is going to be very particular, but if I talk to you, you know what I mean, okay? And if it doesn't ring a bell, then it's not for you, because I feel like this was in an extended reading for a different pick a card reading. I think it was episode 16, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And I talked about how there was a future spouse that was imagining you, like the watcher, the viewer, in the morning. Like this person really like feels the most alone in the morning, or they really crave to like hear their future spouse's voice in the morning. There's something very particular about like waking up together. Let me see, because I think there's something coming through here in the morning. I think there's a song by The Weeknd coming through, and it's funny because when I looked at the card here, I don't know if you guys felt the same thing, but when I saw your balloon card here, I was thinking about an album by The Weeknd. I don't even know which one it is called, but if you guys know The Weeknd, like when he was not popular, he had like an album with like balloons on it, or like a song, and it was like a cover of balloons, but it was also black and white, which is also why it brings me to that one. But I'm hearing In the Morning by The Weeknd, so give me a moment. I just want to check what that is about. In the morning. From the morning to the evening, complaints from the tenants, got the walls kicking like they're 6 months pregnant, drinking Alizé with our cereal for breakfast, girls calling cabs at dawn 6:45. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put the song down in the description box. It's actually a beautiful song. I'm not quite sure about the lyrics. Yeah, order plane tickets, Cali is the mission. You see, there's something about working really, really hard to travel as much as possible, or that you guys have like places that you want to go to in the world that are very expensive, or you dream of relocating to like a very beautiful place in a different country, and you guys are really, really gonna work on this together, on this vision together, because I'm picking up the energy like with the blue light. I was also picking up the third eye here, okay? And we also have this card with this very intense eye. So there's, I almost feel this energy that you guys will be on a mission, okay? You as a couple, you will be on a mission. I even want to say you will not tell other people about it. Like there's this energy of like you and your future spouse, you guys are going to have like a mission, okay? I don't know. The mission could be like, we want to like have a vacation where we live in a tree house in Kenya for 3 weeks. Does that make sense? But you don't tell everybody about it, because it's like your little, like it's like top secret, or this is like an insider between you and your future spouse, that you guys are working really, really hard to buy this house in this particular place, okay? Because now I'm being brought to, you see, I'm all over the place. Please bear with me, guys. And I'm so in love with the blue light, because I felt like the light was not right, you know, because I'm very sensitive, like almost like OCD. When there's something not right, even if it's the light or like something like that, I'm not happy. But I'm so happy with the light right now that it is blue, okay? So I'm picking up the energy here. Yeah, I'm also picking up, listen. So let me gather my thoughts. Let me clear my throat. So 1, I'm picking up the energy that your future spouse is gonna change your vision, okay? Meaning like your third eye. You had a plan for yourself to do something in the future. They might come in and show you that something bigger is possible, or something even more beautiful. Like if, let's say you had like a plan for your future, and you just did it, or you just, how can I explain that energy? Okay, let me say it like that. I'm gonna give you a very simple example, okay? So you always wanted to be like a business owner, or you always dreamed of like, that would, like, wouldn't it be lovely to have your own business, or wouldn't it be lovely to have your own art gallery? Like these thoughts, like, wouldn't it be lovely, okay? But then you told yourself, well, but my life does not look like I'm gonna get there. Or how can I explain that energy? As if you already planned your life. This is how my life looks, and I fantasize about it, but I don't see that this is becoming something real in my life. Just this energy of like, oh, it would be lovely to have a bar, or it would be lovely to have a restaurant, or what would it be like if I, you know, if I had my own restaurant or something like that, okay? Because I strongly feel like your future spouse is gonna come in. Again, you have like a plan. This is where I'm gonna live. This is like, I'm gonna get an apartment here. And then you meet your future spouse, and come to find out that they're going to introduce you to something. They might be saying like, oh, I always wanted to open up a bar, and then you say, that's funny, I thought about the same thing, but you know, it was just like a funny thought that I had in mind. And then your future spouse is going to be like, but what if we actually do it? I mean, why wouldn't we do it? We're only living once, and what if we die with the thought, what if? So your future spouse is somebody who doesn't like the concepts of what ifs. They don't like what ifs. So I'm picking up the energy that they might be coming into your life, and they might be like they might be changing your vision for your future, but it's going to be so beautiful. Like it almost feels like you think that your future is going to look a certain way. And I'm picking up that the way you see your future is like, oh yeah, it's okay, but it doesn't excite you, is what I'm picking up here. Like you have like a future for your, like, or you have like a vision for yourself in the future. It's nice, you like it, it looks good, but it doesn't excite you. And your future spouse is gonna come in and bring something super duper exciting to your life, okay? Let me see what that is. Which cards are we gonna use? Let me see. I think I wanna use one more of these. What are they gonna bring to you? What is this about? I'm all over the place, but that's okay. But I also feel like your relationship might be all over the place. You guys might also be like, there's going to be like a lot of plans that you guys will have. Like you are my couple that has like a wish list, like a plans, like multiple plans, like okay, next year we're going to go there, and then 3 years from now we're going to build a house, and then 5 years from now we're going to do like, we have our own company, or we're going to open up our own bar, or 5 years from now we're going to introduce like, I'm going to introduce my little brother to the situation so that he joins. Like, I don't know, I feel like you as a couple, you're going to have like a lot of plans, or you're going to be like very ambitious to like, there's something about your ambition comes from like, you want to live good, or you want to experience the most beautiful things in life, and therefore you guys are going to really work hard together. And again, the bonding time especially is in the morning when you guys wake up together. Okay, let me see. What is this excitement that pile number one's future spouse is going to bring? Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm going to get back to that card in a second here. So I'm also being brought here, if I could describe your energy, there is a couple that I used to watch because I want to relocate to a different country. And I was like, the couple was relocating to that country. And so I watched their vlogs, and I pick up their energy because they're always traveling to a different place. They're exploring restaurants, they're exploring beautiful places, but these places are like also even like crazy things, like camping in a very special place or camping in a desert. I'm really picking up this energy. You're really gonna travel to really beautiful places that you never thought you would end up at, because I'm picking up that your future spouse is gonna like make your vision bigger. Like you just see your life as like, oh, it's okay, it's fine, but they're going to bring something huge to you, okay? There's definitely something about the beach life or something about traveling, because I'm picking up a lot of places. I'm being brought to like the beach life, but then I'm also being brought to like Paris, or that you guys are gonna go on vacation in winter season to like romantic places or like romantic destinations. You're definitely my travel couple, but you guys are going to work super duper hard, and your bonding happens like in the morning and in the evening, after work, before work, okay? So I'm being brought to this couple. And the funny thing is that they relocated together to a different country, and then they relocated to an island. So for some of you guys, I don't know if you dreamed of relocating to an island again. And this island was kind of like, it was the island Madeira. It is centered around, or it's like close to Portugal, because they were like huge fans of Portugal, and they first lived in Lisbon, and then they moved to Madeira, which is like a small island. And then they had like this beautiful luxury apartment, but for a lower price, okay? Because the island is like, it's beautiful, but it's like, it doesn't, the cost of living is not so much, because there's not so many people that have money that live there. I don't know. So I'm picking up the energy like you as a couple, you're gonna be like super duper strategic about your future. I'm definitely picking up here that you guys are gonna think about like where you want to settle down, that you want to buy a house that your children will own or something like that, or you're definitely going to think about like buying land or owning property or owning something that you can give to your children, or owning something that really brings you stability. You might also be my couple that invests into gold, cryptocurrency, something that you can go back to. Does that make sense? You guys are definitely going to be my couple that is very smart with money, or for some of you guys, I'm also picking up the energy of like rags to riches, because we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is usually a card that shows financial lack. However, we have like two opposing energies here, okay? So I'm picking up for a lot of you guys, there's gonna be like that you as a couple, you will be my couple that that is reaching the goal of rags to riches, from having nothing to having everything. I'm not saying that you're gonna be like super duper wealthy, have like $3 million on your bank account. I mean, it could be, but this could also be that you're gonna travel to places that are super duper expensive that other people can only dream of, but you guys are gonna work your freaking ass off to get there. Does that make sense? So I'm picking up definitely like a rags to riches, being financially very, very intelligent, very, very strategic. You are definitely my hustle couple who's hustling together, or who's giving each other like energy and like a soft kiss in the morning, so that you have enough energy to work on the things that you have to work on, and then you come back home and then you put the money away, and then you do it again and again and again and again until you can finally go to the Maldives, or like to this pink sea in Australia and stuff like that, or until you can buy land or property somewhere, or until you can finally move to a specific place. You're definitely my type of couple that talks about like, okay, how can we make more money, and how can we invest into something. You're definitely my couple that talks about investments, that talks about like I'm also picking up you would be my type of couple that talks about like the economy, and like I don't know, like there's something about like you would be my type of couple, or your relationship is all about like being smart financially, is what I'm picking up here. You guys are definitely going to be my couple that is very smart financially, okay? So there's this energy of like we love each other so much, but we cannot just lay in bed and cuddle all day. We have to work, we have to get our money right. We want to buy property, we want to buy land, we want to plant trees, and planting trees costs a lot. Something like that. You're definitely thinking about like your future generation, or you're definitely thinking about that you as a couple, you want to do better than your parents, or that you want to do something beautiful for your parents or your future children, or something like that. Okay, so I'm picking up this energy here, and it's interesting because the song The Weeknd, The Morning, is about like all that money, the money is the motive, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what the lyrics is. Yeah, all that money, the money is the motive. Push it to the limit, push it through the pain. I push it for the pleasure like a virgin to a game, a virgin to that money, a virgin to the fame. So this is my only chance, and when I'm over, only pray that I flow with the bottom. Oh my God, you guys could also be a couple that meditates together, that prays together. Guys, I love that. You're definitely my couple that motivates each other to push through the pain, or push to the limit, meaning that, again, there's something about like the world is harsh. And I feel this energy here that you guys are gonna be my couple that is working a lot during the week, but on the weekend you find time to be like on funny dates, or to kind of like, because I'm picking up you're my couple, or your relationship is all about like grinding and making money and making sure that financially is everything is okay. But then on the weekend you're really gonna be very lovey-dovey with each other. And I think it's even beautiful because I'm picking up that you would not be my couple that is together all the time because you're working so much, but the beautiful thing is that you're gonna crave each other on the weekend way more than people that are together all the time. Does that make sense? So there's something about the passion for each other, or the craving, like, oh, you know, like I wanted to, you know I wanted to go down on you. I wanted to lick you like 3 days ago, but I had so much shit to do, and now we can be here, and now I can like completely devour your body and look at your body and, you know, like suck on your lips as much as I want to, and I don't have to think about work. Does that make sense? This is the energy that I pick up here, that once you guys come together, it's like about almost this energy of, do you know what I'm picking up here? I'm picking up the energy. Your relationship is all about being a responsible adult from Monday to Friday, and then from Friday to Sunday, or however your schedule is, the days where you don't have to work, is almost this energy of like, you guys are going to be very, very childish with each other, like pillow fights, and, you know, having sex 3 times in a row, and eating pancakes, and watching Disney movies, and like doing something stupid, dancing together, okay? I'm picking up of like rapping together, dancing together, making funny videos together. I don't know why videos is coming through here. Does that make sense? It's kind of like you're so responsible, so serious from Monday to Friday that your inner child comes out on the weekend, where the weekend, you see, on the weekend, and that's where you run around naked in the apartment and you dance funny and your partner's laughing. That's when you do a little strip tease or something like that. Again, that's where you have pillow fights, tickle each other. That's where you also go on dates, you know, like I'm also picking up this energy. You would be my type of couple, or your relationship, you never stop going on you never stop going on dates. You will always go on dates with each other, take each other out to a dinner, looking beautiful, looking sexy and stuff like that, or putting a lot of effort into looking beautiful and seducing your partner, okay? I'm picking up this energy. You're definitely about like work hard, play hard. Yeah, this is literally what I'm picking up here. It's kind of like when you don't work, you're really playful with each other, but when you do work, it's like kind of serious. Like you're so in the grind and the hustle and bustle that you almost forget like those juicy lips of your husband. I'm also hearing, this is so funny, I'm also hearing like, I've been waiting to kiss those juicy lips like 8 hours, you know, when you were at work, or oh my god, I've been waiting to spend time with you, you know, like I was so like, what motivated me the whole week was to see your face on Friday, on Saturday, or on Sunday, or something like that. This is what I'm picking up here, okay? Because you're definitely not my couple that lays in bed all the time. You're definitely like a couple that works really hard. You have a lot of ambition, a lot of fire, okay? There's something about like this energy of like being proud of yourself, at the end of the week, that you accomplished something. You're very productive. You as a couple, you are very productive. You're definitely my power couple that needs to recharge on the weekend because you work a lot, or you do a lot, or you do a lot for your dreams. Like you have practical plans for your dreams or something along those lines. And this is this energy of like, we're gonna push each other so much so that I'm gonna be more productive next week, and I'm gonna achieve more next week. And let's talk about, like, if you look at this card here, I don't know how much you can see, I think it's okay. These two people are talking about investing their time, their energy into something that is beneficial here. This is definitely about like, there could be an energy where either you or your future spouse, you also have like meetings where you have to talk to people. I'm also picking up something about like, there's definitely something about like house hunting is what I'm picking up here. Or again, like you would be my couple that is financially very, very smart, where you think about like how the crisis could possibly affect your money, okay, for somebody out here. And then for others of you, you're really gonna work your ass off to live above average and live a really good life. I'm definitely seeing that here. Even if you tell me I'm not quite there yet where I want to be financially, there might be an energy where you're gonna reach your financial height or the peak of your finances as soon as you are with your future spouse, okay? It doesn't have to be, but it could be. Okay, and I'm picking up the energy here, what your future spouse is going to bring to you that is like super duper exciting. Okay, with this card here is definitely traveling. Okay, so the way your future spouse is going to excite you is about like, let me see. First of all, it says your future spouse is near you. Are you ready? So for some of you guys, if you have been feeling like, man, I don't know, but I feel like they're around the corner, or I have a lot of romantic dreams lately, or I don't know, I feel weird, I feel like I'm meeting them, it's a confirmation. Okay, your future spouse is near and Spirit is asking you if you are ready. But I'm also picking up because I was asking, What are they gonna do that is gonna excite you so much? They're gonna ask you if you are ready for something, meaning like, are you ready to relocate? Are you ready to invest into a house? Are you ready to buy a house? Are you ready to buy property with me? Okay, let me get one more card, what this is about. Okay. And then in the extended, I want to talk about something that could possibly be a challenge in your relationship. Okay, so if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. But let me see. What is this about? This excitement here, the Fool card. Yeah, they're definitely gonna, whoa, okay. That's interesting. I'm also picking up this energy of like a big wedding, that you guys probably are going to have like a big wedding. Not for everybody, but for somebody here. I'm picking up a wedding by the beach just for somebody here, not for everybody, but I also pick up a big wedding. I don't know why. Let me see. What is this exciting energy about that pile number one's future spouse is going to bring? Look at that. Yeah, they're going to take you somewhere. Okay, with the Lovers card, I pick up the energy. They're going to take you to a place that is so beautiful that you cannot believe your own eyes. So I even want to say like they're going to bring you somewhere that is, I don't know. I feel like there's something about like, because of your future spouse, you're gonna travel somewhere that you never considered traveling to Paris, for example. You never considered traveling to Italy. You never considered traveling to Miami or whatever. Okay, so they're gonna ask you to travel somewhere, and it's a place that you never considered going to, and you might end up falling in love with this place so much so that you wanna travel there more often. Or it's your new favorite country, or you actually want to relocate there. I'm also picking up this energy here. Spirit just told me wherever your future spouse is going to take you when it comes to you flying somewhere, because we definitely have an energy of plane tickets, flying a lot to different places here. I'm also picking up again like traveling to beautiful places. Like winter season is also going to be very significant in your connection. Something about like winter season is a season where you guys cuddle a lot more, or something about like winter season. There could also be an energy where you or your future spouse really likes winter season or Christmas season, or there could be an energy where every year around Christmas season you guys go on vacation, like have a romantic date, or somebody's birthday could also be in Christmas season. Just a confirmation that this is your reading, okay? But they're going to take you somewhere. Okay, they're gonna take you somewhere when it comes to you traveling, and wherever they're taking you, I'm seeing you here looking at the sky, or whatever you're looking at, you're gonna feel like you found God. I know it sounds very dramatic, but I feel this energy that it almost feels like your future spouse is gonna bring you somewhere to a place that makes you feel so connected to God, makes you feel so aligned to God. Because I also picked up an energy of like praying together. I feel like your future spouse is religious, or they believe in God, they talk about God, or they talk about the universe, they believe in the universe. There's something about wherever you guys are gonna go, you're gonna feel so connected to the universe, so connected to God, so connected to the magic of the universe is what I'm picking up here. Okay, my beautiful pie number one, I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon, okay, because I want to talk about something that might be somewhat of a problem. It's not a problem, it's a challenge that you guys have to kind of like overcome. Okay, so if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box. So we're just gonna look at whatever this challenge is that you guys would probably have. And we also talked about in the beginning of your reading about what this unpredictability is. Like, what is this unpredictable energy that your future spouse is going to bring into your life? I'm also going to look at that. Okay, so if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box. If not, I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number two. So you chose this beautiful image here, which is supposed to be like an ocean, or like when the water reflects upon like an ocean or like a pool or something like that, and it makes like this very beautiful like pattern. Okay, that's the image that you chose. We're going to look at what your relationship is going to be like with your future spouse, with the love of your life, with the man and the woman of your dreams. Okay, I'm going to channel the energy first, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? Where I'm going to show you the cards, but I pick up something from the image that you chose, which doesn't always happen, but it sometimes happens. So I am being brought to a TikTok, and I'm not on TikTok. This just came randomly, or I think it was on YouTube. It was like a YouTube short where a lady said, maybe you guys even saw that. If you saw that video or that clip, it's definitely your pile, just a confirmation. But I'm being brought to like a lady who said, if you want to have like really cool pictures of yourself, or like pictures that look like the 90s or like the 80s or something like that, that you're supposed to put like a water bottle or a glass of water in front of a light so that it reflects, like it makes these waves, okay? And then when you take a picture, it looks super duper cool here, okay? So you as a couple, you definitely are gonna do something very creative. You would be my couple that, let me see, that takes pictures of each other, but it's the picture, like it's the purpose of like creativity. So I'm not picking up this energy of like posing for something necessarily. I feel like it's for the sake of art, or where somebody is somebody's muse, or this energy of like, I don't know, there's something about like taking pictures of each other that are somehow, let me see, this is gonna be interesting here with you guys. I definitely feel like either you are an artist, or your future spouse is an artist, or you are extremely creative, or you have this urge in your soul and your spirit to design clothing, take pictures, but not just for the sake of like I look beautiful, but like pictures that say something, that have a message or something like that. Okay, yeah, I really feel this energy here. I feel like this energy of like, you are my couple that expresses like your creativity, like you find joy, you as a couple, you in a relationship, you find joy in like fashion, taking pictures. But again, it's not for the sake of like, I look good, look at me. It's for the sake of like, I'm going through this transformation, and what I'm wearing right now shows what I've been through, where I'm going, or something about taking pictures, something about like creating art, something about creating music. There's something very artistic in this relationship here, okay? So you would be the type of couple to spend your Sunday taking pictures, or you would be the type of couple to like, I don't know, like create something, create jewelry, put fashion together, design clothing together. Even if it's not clothing, you would be like my couple that rearranges your apartment every 3 months, or that has a lot of fun in like designing or creating your home, which colors to choose, or like finding the right painting. And wow, that's interesting. I'm being brought to like, okay, let's find the right painting for the apartment, and then you guys are gonna be like on a hunt for the right painting. So you guys are gonna go to different shops, or you have this idea of like, I want to do my own trousers, so you guys are gonna go there, and then you are both gonna like, I'm also being brought to like do it yourself projects. Again, something about creativity, something about like, let's create poetry together, let's create art together, let's create fashion together. You're definitely my couple that is gonna like create something. There's like, you both have like a passion of expressing who you are, or what you go through, or what you feel inside of your soul here. Let me see, that is lovely. If I could describe your energy, the way your apartment is going to look, you guys are going to have like a very interesting apartment. I'm seeing like a carpet that is like a statement piece, and then there's like you would also be my type of couple that like looks at things, and then you are like very philosophical about it, like, you know, like, oh, I think this color means something with passion, and then the other person is like, no, I feel like this color means like something else. It's kind of like where you interpret like music, art, fashion, something along those lines. That you guys are definitely going to share this energy here, you and them. So the way your relationship is going to look like, again, there's going to be a lot of like going to museums, going to art galleries, painting together, projects like that. You guys have projects together where you build, you know, like where you build like, I don't know, you build something together, or like, I don't know, you put an outfit together. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know why or where this is going, but it's interesting. It's very lovely here. You guys are definitely like, if there was a way to look into your brain, there would be like an explosion of colors, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let me see. There's a lot of channeling here with you guys. What is your relationship gonna be like with your future spouse? There is something about, I don't know what this is, but there's something about you guys are gonna be on a mission. Yeah, your spirit guides are here to find the right thing. So I feel like you would be my type of couple. You really have fun in like, how can I even explain that energy? You guys are gonna share a, that's interesting. I feel like both of you are gonna be a little bit OCD, okay? When I say that, I mean that you guys are gonna be both a little bit like very, I'm hearing some of you guys are gonna be very eccentric, or this person's very eccentric, or like very like yeah, it's interesting. I think I pick up this energy of like a crazy hat maker. I pick up this energy of like fashion designers that are a little bit questionable. I'm also being brought to like, you know how sometimes a genius can also borderline or be like, there's a silver lining between like crazy and genius. So I'm being brought to like very big like fashion designers that are, they're very well known for their clothing, but they also had like something very weird about their personality. Does that make sense? It's kind of like they were known to like, I don't know, to sleep 10 hours. Like I think Albert Einstein was sleeping 10 hours, or the Leonardo da Vinci, he also like all these big artists, these great artists, there was something weird about them. So I pick up this energy that you're both going to be like very quirky, or there's something about like you are very weird, or you do something very weird, or they do, or there's something going on here with like two people that are misfits, or they really like, even if you tried your best to fit into society, you can, is what I'm picking up here. Again, like somebody who needs like, oh, why can't you like, I'm being brought to like, why can't you like, why do you need 10 hours of sleep? But that's just the way you function. Because again, like Albert Einstein or like big fashion designers, they're all a little bit like, they all have a touch of like crazy, or all a touch of like, and again, I love you guys and I'm crazy myself, so don't take that personal when I say that. For me, it's a compliment if somebody calls me like weird or crazy. Okay, I'm also hearing normal people bore me because I saw that on a t-shirt. So there's something going on here with like your relationship is all about embracing your craziness, which in actuality is just the beauty of your creativity, or the beauty or how God created you. There's something about like both of you probably felt like you were somewhat crazy or a misfit, or it's really hard to find like-minded people, or it's really hard to find people that understand your vision, that understand you when you speak. And then you guys are gonna find each other, and then it's kind of like, okay, I can let my crazy out. Okay, now I feel comfortable to wear my crazy outfit. Now I feel comfortable to execute this crazy idea. Okay, there's definitely a lot of energy of like supporting each other in your projects, because I feel like both of you do something that you really love. Or for some of you guys, this might even be like, let's say for example you meet your future spouse. That was confirmation. Let's say you meet your future spouse a few months from now. A few months from now, you can be a different person, if that makes sense. So even if you feel like, yeah, I'm kind of going there, or I want to be creative but I don't know what, I might be talking about the future where you found your passion. I really feel like this is like, I don't know how to explain it. For me, it feels like me as like somebody who does YouTube. I'm being brought to like somebody who's editing and putting music in it. But I feel like your future spouse is also doing something that is somewhat like putting things together, or like really like there's something going on here. Okay, I channeled a lot. Let me show you the cards here. We have the card, maybe we're both crazy. So again, there's this energy of like, I feel like your relationship is going to be crazy, but crazy in a good way. There might be an energy where you are not gonna have like where somebody here who has like a crazy lifestyle, or something about like crazy habits, or like that you're gonna share a habit that is very unusual, a time schedule that is very unusual. Maybe both of you are night owls. Maybe both of you like to write books, and then you're going to be like up all night writing books together, like you are typing and they're typing, or like, I don't know, like going to a coffee shop in the evening to like, I don't know, create something. There's something going on that is like very odd and very weird. Like if other people look at your relationship, they would say it's like a very artistic, very free-spirited relationship here. I'm also hearing it works for us. So there's something that probably would not work for other people, because again, both of you have like a hint of being very outlandish, but again, in the best way possible here. Okay, so I'm picking up that your future spouse is just as much as a misfit as you are, and you're really your relationship is all about embracing the weirdness, embracing the misfit, embracing that you're completely different. You're gonna have to peak in expressing your individuality in your relationship here. Like you are gonna push each other to express your individuality like completely and fully and feel good, okay? Or there's going to be an energy where I'm also picking up, I wouldn't be surprised where your future spouse, or there's an energy where as soon as you are in this relationship, there's a new creative project that you will have an urge to create because of your future spouse, because they might be super duper inspiring with what they do. They might do something with photography, they might do something with like content videos, they might do something with like decorating furniture, do-it-yourself projects. There might be somebody who's like very much into like building things on their own. Could be like, this could be building a table on their own. Okay, this could be like you go to a flea market together to find stuff that you're gonna re-innovate, or like you're gonna do something new out of it, or going to like how do you say that, to second-hand shops and doing something new with it. Or you guys are gonna like create, like draw together, and then you guys are gonna have like an outfit, and then you're gonna look for like the clothing or like the cloth for it. There's something going on here that is very, very artistic. Something about like as if you guys are gonna be entranced together, or you're somehow gonna work together is what I'm picking up here. For some of you guys, this could be quite literally be you guys are gonna work together, like as a couple, do something together, open up a jewelry shop, open up a clothing line, and open up something here, or like a website, or something along those lines. I'm also being brought to like a web designer, something about like designing, something about like creating something beautiful or doing something beautiful here. Okay, you guys are definitely my couple that does things together. Okay, I'm also being brought, you might be my couple that is a night owl, or a couple that wakes up very, very early in the morning because there's so much to do. Let me see. Okay, because we have the artsy couple here. You're definitely my couple that goes to art galleries together, that goes to, how do you say that, to fashion week, fashion shows together. You are my type of couple that goes like, oh, that's interesting. I'm also picking up, oh, that's lovely. I'm picking up, you're my couple that you might even go to places. Oh, that's interesting. I'm picking up, you're my couple, or you as in a relationship, you're definitely my dreamers. You are my people that are free-spirited dreamers. Not everybody understands you and how you were designed by God. Okay, but the funny part is, even if people look at you sideways like, oh, pile number 2 is weird, come to find out that usually the weird people are the people that are so interesting that they attract an audience, okay? For the people that want to have an audience, okay? So if you are weird, quote unquote, again, these are usually people that would do that things that other people feel like are crazy. Like, oh, you must be crazy. But I'm crazy enough to do something that might open up different doors. I feel like there's energy here that some of you guys, you might have like, that you sometimes question like why God made you, or why God created you the way that you are. For example, let's say you are an introvert, but maybe you are an introvert to create poetry that is so deep that it heals people. But maybe you wouldn't be able to create poetry that is so healing if you were an extrovert, because you would never be with yourself or in loneliness and or like in an energy of solitude, and then you would never have these brilliant ideas. Does that make sense? There's something about like I pick up this energy that you both are like two misfits. I don't pick up that you are rebels against society. I feel like just you are like misfits, or that you really there's like the way your soul and your spirit is designed, it does not go together with society. You have to like dress differently, do something differently, because if you don't, you feel like shit, right? Or if you don't write your poetry that is about like what is going on in the world, you don't feel complete, you know? And then other people would be like, well, you should go out more and write less poetry, but this is like part of you is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so again, you would be my type of couple. I also want to say here, guys, again, like I feel like this energy, you as a couple or in this relationship, art is gonna be very important. Art is very important. Creativity is very important. Creating things, okay? You would be my couple that is all about like, I need to express myself. I need to express what is happening within me with music, with poetry. Like, I'm going to give you an example, okay? So there was a time, I'm just going to open up to you guys. There was a time where I didn't like wearing black clothing. I didn't like wearing black clothing because I didn't like the color black. But I think I associated the color black with like darkness and stuff like that. And back in the days, I had like a whole year where I only wore white clothing. Like I didn't wear anything black. My shoes were white, everything like it was either colorful or white. And I refused to wear black. And the funny thing is, there were some things that happened in my life that made me realize that I also want to express my dark feminine energy, because if you don't express your dark feminine or dark masculine energy, people walk all over you. So now I have a little bit more of like a provocative and edgy style, or I like to wear dark stuff, which I didn't like, but it only shows that I've been through something that made me more edgy for the sake of protecting myself. Does that make sense? But it's kind of like it's a whole story behind why I wear what I wear. And this is what I'm picking up. This is this energy of like, I'm also picking up your relationship is about like falling in love with like the art, or falling, how can I explain that energy? I feel like your relationship is about like how much you fall in love with each other, because you start to understand this person's soul. Does that make sense? The reason why I write poetry is because of what happened to me when I was younger, and how did I manage to process what happened in my past. And then for that reason, then your future spouse is like somebody who loves the color yellow, but it has like a meaning behind it. There's something about, you guys are going to have a lot of conversations about like what you've been through and why you are the way that you are, or where you find beauty. There's something about you and your future spouse are all about like, your relationship is all about like finding beauty, like a beautiful place to drink, a beautiful place to eat, a beautiful place to take a picture of, a beautiful place to like write a poetry about, or a poem about, a beautiful place to inspire you for a new outfit. Like something about like inspiration. You guys are gonna walk through like cities and streets and stuff like that, and you're gonna be like a very inspirational couple, or like a couple that inspires a lot of creativity inside of each other. Okay, I'm also picking up this energy here with you and your future spouse. You're also going to spend a lot of time in nature. There's a lot of like taking a walk, watching the moon, watching the sun, watching the stars. Could be camping, hiking, an energy of like, you're definitely my couple that needs to get away from other people, because you need like, yeah, I feel like you are my kind of couple that sometimes needs time alone or time away from a busy city. Meaning that you are probably my type of couple that likes to go sit by the water, sit on a lake to keep your sanity. Does that make sense? There's something about you guys need like a calm place, or you and your future spouse, you need like something about, it has to be calm, it has to be peaceful. There could also be an energy where you guys are gonna really enjoy like relaxation energy, like spa, meditation, getting a massage together, going to a body of water together to really calm your mind, calm your spirit, calm your soul. Okay, I'm definitely picking up spa energy, to be honest here with you guys, because I'm picking up like this is what you guys need. You know, if you just suppose you're really going to share that you guys need some type of like relaxation energy to keep you sane, because I feel like this world feels like very confusing, especially like to misfits, to people that don't fit into society. When they go out into the world, they feel like it really confuses them because you live in a different world. But how can I explain that energy? It's kind of like you see that everything is upside down in the world, right? That what we perceive as important as society is not important, but then what is important is not talked about. So when you go out as a misfit, you feel like everything is upside down, which is also the reason why you get drained, because you as a misfit, as a person who doesn't belong into society, you go out and you see like what the fuck is going on. You feel like you are like in a like you are in the wrong world. Does that make sense? Or like you are in a world that functions like completely different compared to what you perceive as logical. I don't know how to explain it. I hope you guys know what I mean. It's kind of like where the normal color, like you perceive the normal color for you is blue. Blue is like, just an example, you perceive the color blue as normal, but when you go out, all you see is yellow. All you see is like a different color. And then you're like confused because blue is the color that you associate with like truth. But then there's so much, like so many people walking around with the color yellow, and it's like it's confusing your truth, or it's confusing you because you feel like the world should be, there's something wrong with the world. And then when you go out, you feel like a little bit like, I don't know, there's something, I don't know what, you know. And I feel like, you know, if you suppose you're gonna share that for example, when you go to a family gathering and you have to pretend to be normal, I'm gonna be honest here with you guys. You have to pretend to be normal. When you go to work, you have to pretend to be normal, like you know what I mean. And when I say normal, I think it's the other way around. I feel like that a lot of people, or like what we deem as normal is fucking crazy, and what we deem as fucking crazy is actually normal. You see, but it's the other way around. So I say you're my crazy couple, but you're probably the most sane couple. Do you know what I mean? Like other couples, like I don't want to bash anybody, but it's kind of like other couples who are so proud to be normal, they probably have more mental health problems than the people that openly admit that they have health problems. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm picking up here. So there's an energy of like mental health between you and your future spouse, where you guys have to get away from work, you have to get away from the city, you have to like sit by the water, get a massage, relax, spas. You might also do like masks together, or listen to meditation music together, or like sleep in for the day because you feel super duper drained. Relationship, there's a strong emphasis on healing, a strong emphasis on mental health, keeping your sanity, relaxing your mind, relaxing your soul, and relaxing your spirit somehow. Okay, I'm also picking up this energy that, oh, your reading is gonna be long. I don't know why. Okay, I thought pile number 1 was long, but I think this is gonna be longer. Also, there's going to be an extended. I don't know what we're going to tap into yet. I'm going to let you know by the end of this reading. But we also have the card here, learning to right your wrongs. Okay, so what I'm picking up here is your relationship is going to be... I'm hearing your relationship is going to be poetic. So it's not going to be smooth sailing. Okay, because why would you go into a cinema if the storyline is smooth sailing? This relationship is about, I'm hearing the highs and the lows of a relationship. Now hear me out. What I want to say with that is, I'm hearing this is the type of love that people write about in books. And a book would be very boring if it was only like very easy, or like this, like I'm hearing yin and yang. Okay, it's not just about like rainbows and sunshines and stuff like that. There's also like it's interesting because I talked about how I finally accepted darkness, or I accepted my dark feminine energy, or I'm starting to accept it, because I have this idea in my mind that I want to do like a picture. But again, it's like, it's interesting that it comes out in your reading. There's something about like, I have this idea to take this picture, to do this, and then your future spouse is gonna be like, okay, let's do it, or the other way around. Like, I have this idea to do this, and then you're gonna do things together, like really beautiful. But it doesn't feel like board games. Like, I don't pick up this energy, because some couples, they are like about games, or about like playing Scrabble and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I feel like with you guys, it's kind of like, I don't know, like redecorating the room, or redecorating the house, or like finding your dream apartment and just going there for the sake of just seeing. Like, you are definitely also my visionary couple that likes to visualize where they want to be. You're definitely my manifesting couple as well. You're gonna manifest stuff together, similar to pile number one. But I feel like with you guys, it's more about like your manifestation energy is really about like practicing manifestation techniques together of some sort, or yeah, definitely here. You're definitely my couple that is manifesting together, that is visualizing together, speaking things into existence and stuff like that, okay? And you would be my type of couple to go to an apartment that is way too like expensive for you, but you're manifesting it. There's definitely something about a dream home that you guys are going to manifest. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But with the learn to right your wrongs, I'm picking up this energy of like, let me see if I can find the right words for this. I'm hearing this is going to be a relationship where love conquers all, okay? Where love conquers insecurity, where love conquers doubt, where love conquers, distance, where love conquers, like, there's something about where love conquers everything. So again, your relationship is not going to be easy. I feel like there's going to be a lot of situations where you have to do shadow work together. Meaning like, you're gonna realize that you're acting up in this very moment, like, oh, why did I say that, or why am I so mean to him? Okay, and then you're gonna be like, hey babe, I'm sorry, but like, this is an insecurity of mine, or hey babe, I'm sorry, I was just like, the moon was influencing me, but not as a way of like excusing it, but it's kind of like, like, I think this is something that I didn't, like heal from when I was 5 years old. You're gonna have these type of like conversations is what I'm picking up here. So this is like a relationship where you are gonna get triggered a lot, but you're also gonna heal a lot, if that makes sense, okay? And again, this is like the type of love that people like write about, that people make movies about, where there's like a lot of things that might be like, I don't know, that might be like playing into like you guys having a disagreement, or playing into like you guys questioning what you want or where you want to go, and then you realize like, this person is really for me. Like, again, the card says it's you because no one else makes sense. So you're gonna question, is this man, is this woman really for me? But the way things are gonna happen, I'm hearing you're gonna get like a huge confirmation from the universe. Let me say it like that. There's gonna be a moment between you and your future spouse where you are going to think about what you want from life. I pick up this energy like, you are my couple, or your relationship is all about like two souls that are wandering upon earth, trying to figure out what they really want from life, or who they really are. So you guys are going to develop together, like, oh, all of a sudden my favorite color is this, and the reason for that is because I feel more drawn to the forest, and I used to be somebody who likes palm trees, but I now like the forest. Or do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I'm seeing that I'm changing, I'm seeing that my soul is going in a different direction, I'm seeing that I desire different things. And it's kind of like, you're going to look at your future spouse, because this process is going to happen between the two of you. Like, it's going to happen inside of them. They start to wear more white than black, for example. And you're gonna see this transformation that is happening in your future spouse. And this is like a relationship where you truly fall in love with a person's soul, because you see like the development, or where you fall in love with what this person like creates. Let's say they create poems, or they create art, they create music, and when you listen to the music of your future spouse, you're gonna fall in love, because what a beautiful soul they have to create something so beautiful. Does that make sense? So this is about like where you truly fall in love with a person's soul, where you fall even in love with like the person's flaws, okay? But there's gonna be like a moment, I don't know why, I think this is what we're gonna tap into in the extended, because I feel like there's gonna be a moment where both of you are thinking about where you want this relationship to go. I mean, you guys are going to marry each other, but there's going to be a moment where you guys are going to think, where do I want to go with this relationship, or what do I truly want, or am I really ready to marry, am I really ready to have a child, am I really ready to move in, okay? And there's going to be this moment of like, okay, let's think about it. What do you think about it? What do I think about it? And there might be an energy like, because I feel like your relationship is all about like, who am I? Okay, who am I, but also who am I in a relationship, or who is really for me, okay? Let's see, Spirit just told me to cleanse. And then it's kind of like, oh, there was a time in our relationship where we were not sure, but the universe showed us that we are meant for each other, or my soul was craving this person so much in that time where I was, let's say, okay, I was traveling, like I was going, I was traveling for 2 months, because it was always my dream to travel. And then you guys had like a long distance relationship for like 2 months, because you were traveling or they were traveling. So there's going to be some type of distance between the two of you, kind of like a break or like a distance. And then there's this energy of like, do I really want to be with this person, okay? And then come to find out in these 2 months, you realize how much you love them. You realize how much your soul is craving them. You realize how much you feel for this person. And then you're going to realize, no, I want to marry them, okay? This is what I'm picking up here. But again, it's kind of like this energy, what you write about. You write a book about like two people that maybe coincidentally meet each other again and again, and it doesn't work, and then at the end of the book they come together anyway, or like they were meant with each other, or they bump into each other, they had a fight, but you cannot escape. Yeah, there's something about you cannot escape this relationship. Whatever the fuck happens between the two of you, you cannot escape it. There's no escaping this relationship, because this is like destiny. You're gonna feel like this is a connection that you cannot escape, because it is really destiny. And but again, there's gonna be some bumps in the road, okay? So again, we might talk about that in the extended. There's definitely an energy where you guys are gonna manifest your dream apartment, your dream house, your dream, because I'm seeing a house here, or there could be a topic of like moving in together that could be like a little bit difficult, or again, we're gonna talk about that in the extended, but you guys are definitely my couple that has like their dream apartment, or that manifests their dream apartment, their dream home, their dream house, their dream penthouse, whatever you like, okay? Where also the inside of your home is very, very like, it's all about like visions. You have dreams and you make them a reality. This is what your relationship is all about, okay? I also pick up an energy that you might be the couple that is gonna get invited to a lot of events, okay? So I don't know who, because I'm picking up some of you guys here. This could be your future spouse, this could be you, gets invited a lot. Okay, so the way that I see this is that you as a couple, you are going to some type of party, some type of gathering that somebody was invited to. You would also be my type of couple, or the way your relationship is gonna be is all about that in the beginning of your relationship, you're gonna be like a couple, or you're gonna be like a couple that cannot be separated. Listen to me, that's the plot twist. So in the beginning, you and your future spouse, you're gonna be with each other all the time. You're gonna be so in love with each other that you're gonna spend every day together. This is what it feels like, okay? You know, like when you have like a honeymoon stage in your relationship, you're gonna spend the whole week together, 7 days in a row, and the next week again, and the next week again, and you're gonna be on the phone all the time and spending so much time together all the time, because you're so freaking in love with each other. But then there comes like there's like a a stage in the relationship where you are going to feel like you kind of lost your individuality. You didn't lose it, but I'm picking up like you kind of like neglected your individuality because you were with this person so much that you're going to feel like, okay, I need some time for myself to really gather my thoughts and realize who I am or what I want. And that's when, and once you realize who you are and what you want and what your soul is trying to tell you, that's when you guys are going to come back together. Okay, so there's going to be two extremes where you guys are going to be Siamese twins in the beginning, and then there's going to be a stage where you will feel like you need a little bit of time for yourself, okay, to really realize what you truly want, okay. And then you're going to realize that you want each other, that you want this, that you want to buy this house together, that you want to move in together, that you want to have a child together. But there's going to be like a bump in the road. It's not a bump in the road. It's a time where you are going to come back to your individuality for a little bit before you guys are going to get serious together. Does that make sense? Or before something serious is going to take place, like in terms of like going to the next stage in your relationship here, okay. Yeah, but I also feel like there's an energy that you guys are going to get invited to like different, again, this is what I was talking about. You guys are going to go together everywhere, like grocery shopping, like everything you're going to do together as if you are Siamese twins. And then you're going to realize, man, I really need some time for myself. Yo, my last 3 months, 6 months were all about my future spouse, all about this person, but now I need some time for myself to understand where I want to go, or I feel a little bit confused about my path. So I need to like be in solitude, and we talked about that in the beginning, where you sometimes need solitude in order for certain things, in order for you to realize certain things, okay? So after spending 6 months, 1 year as Siamese twins, there's gonna be like an energy where you guys are gonna do your own thing, and then you guys are gonna come back together, okay? But it's not a breakup. It's like a it's not a breakup. It's kind of like, I need to figure out what is going on with me, and then I'm coming back to you, if that makes sense, okay? But you guys are gonna share this energy with each other. Okay, my beautiful pie number 2. I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon. I think I want to tap into what else you need to know about this relationship, because I feel like there's like something that I didn't touch on, okay? What did I actually want to do? I actually forgot what I wanted to do, because I feel like I had like a topic in my head. Oh yeah, guys, we wanted to talk about like the challenge, okay? So I'm gonna look at, because the relationship is not all rainbows and sunshine, so I'm gonna look at like challenges, as well as whatever else you need to know about your relationship with your future spouse here, okay? So if you want to go to the extended, the link is down in the description box. I'm just gonna go a little bit deeper into, or what you should know about this relationship. This is really open end, because pie number 1 had like a topic for the extended. For you guys, I don't feel a topic. I just feel like going with the flow. It's interesting because you are my water sign, right? Or like my water sign. You are my picture with the water here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. Whatever information comes out, okay? So I'm gonna see you in the extended, and if not, I'm gonna see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 3. So you chose the beautiful wheel here. Do you call it wheel? I think there's like a different word for it, but you know what I mean. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna channel the energy first, okay, for what your relationship with your future spouse is gonna be like. There's already something coming through, which is the reason why I talk so weirdly, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. So let's begin directly. And this is also an omen for your relationship, okay? Because I cannot wait to start. I'm picking up the energy here. Ooh, okay, this is as clear as a crystal, or as a crystal ball. Oh, okay, there's a lot coming through. Okay, so bear with me. I might be jumbling up my words because there's a lot coming through. Your relationship with your future spouse is gonna be like a whirlwind romance, meaning that everything is gonna go very, very fast, okay? Meaning, because I wanted to say with the image that you chose, I'm scared of heights. Like I don't like wheels or whatever you want to call that, like fairy wheels or something, I forgot. I don't like them because I'm spirit, like I don't like them because of height. I'm not scared of height. But I heard somebody is scared of heights, okay, or there's something about a fear, okay, in this relationship, because I didn't say that in the beginning. Like my intention was to do a reading where we talk about the light and the darkness of the relationship, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this reading, but it happened anyway, okay? So I do talk about the light and the darkness. I'm gonna put it in the title so that you guys know we talk about the light and the dark, like yin and yang. But Spirit wants me to point out that somebody's gonna get cold feet or somebody's gonna get scared in this relationship, okay? So I'm being brought, there's something about a fear bubbling up in this relationship. Don't be scared, okay? Don't even be scared of this reading. It's a beautiful reading, but again, realistically, there's light and darkness in every relationship, okay? So hear me out. So there's something about somebody's gonna get scared. Somebody's gonna get scared because I'm hearing this is too good to be true. Or this is going too fast, or all my life I wanted this, but now that it is in front of me, I'm scared, is what I'm picking up here, okay? Because the omen was, I couldn't resist starting your reading before even like explaining what we're gonna do. So it's like somebody's like jumping ahead, or somebody wants to like there's something going on here, okay? We're gonna talk about that. So I'm picking up the energy here that somebody in this connection, I feel like it's your future spouse, will want to marry you very fast, okay? I'm gonna be very honest with you because there's somebody here, there's 80 cards in the future spouse deck that I've created, and there's like just a few cards that show like a proposal or a ring or something like that. Now in this case, the card that came out for you, it says, I knew it the moment I heard your voice, okay? So I feel like it's either your future spouse or you who is going to feel like, I want to marry you. This might even be an energy of like, I want to marry you after 1 year, after 3 months, after 6 months. There's definitely going to be a proposal that shocks another person. Okay, I'm picking up this energy like, oh my God, I'm scared he's going to propose to me. Or you might hear like a little birdie I'm hearing a little birdie told me, like maybe your friends are telling you like, hey, he wants to propose. And you're like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? I'm scared. Like, I don't know, there's something going on here, okay? There's something about a proposal. Now, it doesn't have to be marriage. It doesn't have to be that they want to marry you like after 3 or 6 months. This could also be like, let's move in together after 3 or 6 months, which is very fast, right, for a relationship here. Or I want you to meet my mother. And you're like, oh my God, I'm not like ready for this yet. There's something, I want you to meet my parents. I want you to meet my mom. And there's somebody here who's going to get scared. Okay, we're going to look at why you're going to get scared, or why this person is going to get scared here. Because I feel like this energy of like, you will, when you meet this person, you will know. They will know and you will know. Okay, but for some odd reason, somebody here has like a fear. You're also my nasty couple. we're gonna talk about it. I'm picking up this energy of like turning the other person on or seducing the other person here. So your relationship is definitely also about like how can I say that? I see like you looking at your future spouse and then you bite your lip because you find them so sexy. I don't know, it's like something going on here. I'm also picking up there's something about like the power dynamic. Something about like somebody likes to be submissive and the other person likes to be dominant here, especially in the bedroom. Okay. Or there could be an energy not for everybody, okay? Don't take it if it doesn't resonate with you. But I'm also picking up this energy here of like very traditional, that the man goes to work and the woman stays at home. Only if you like that, only if it's okay for you, okay? If you don't resonate with it, it's not for you, okay? So I'm picking up also this energy of like something traditional where somebody's gonna be like so like even if you are like two women, like there's still, or two men, there's still like somebody who's more masculine, more feminine, I suppose. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm picking up this energy of like somebody's gonna be the leader in this connection, but the other person's going to love it. Okay, so this is not about like, I don't like being in this relationship because this person tells me what to do, or I don't like when people tell me what to do in the bedroom, or I don't like to be like submissive, or you know, like, but I'm picking up this is like something that the other person likes here. There's something about a power dynamic. Now this could also be that the both of you are very like opinionated, dominant people, so you sometimes clash with each other. Okay, but the funny part is that you find it sexy. I'm not saying, because I saw a comment a long time ago, you can have healthy disagreements, you can have healthy arguments. I'm not talking about screaming, I'm not talking about like packing your bags and breaking up, I'm not talking about like a toxic cycle. I'm talking about like disagreeing with each other and being like smug with it, like, no, my opinion is right, and then this person like, no, my opinion is right, and then you don't talk to each other for like 1 or 2 hours. You eat your food in your corner, they eat their food in their corner, and then they're looking at you like, oh, look at her, she's so sexy, I love that she's so stubborn, she gets on my freaking nerves, but I love her. That's what I'm picking up. Is I'm picking up that your stubbornness in your connection, or you both being so opinionated, is actually something that is really, that is the reason why you're like, it activates your sexual energy or your sexual attraction to each other. It's kind of like you look at this person and you find them so stubborn, but it turns you on at the same time. It's kind of like you like dominant people, or again, there's also this energy of like playing with dominant and being submissive, maybe in the bedroom, or maybe just in general, where like sometimes you say sorry, sometimes they say sorry. There could be a lot of makeup sex I'm picking up here, or a lot of like passionate arguing. I'm not saying like screaming at each other, passionate debating. No, this is right. No, this is right. You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. You just interrupted me. Well, you interrupted me 2 minutes ago. But the funny part is, as you say that, you're like, oh my God, I'm getting, you know, like, I want to take her, I want to take him and throw him on the bed. That's what I'm picking up. So there's going to be a lot of like, again, makeup sex, a lot of like passionate disagreeing, passionate like fighting, okay, passionate like I don't know, like bumping each other's heads, but it's like the spice, it's like the pepper and the salt in the soup, okay. Okay, this is very funny. Give me a moment here. Yeah, we also have the card here, Wild Connection, right? And then it's like, I'm also, you know what I'm picking up? I'm also picking up that you would be the type of couple to roast each other, or to poke at each other, or to provoke each other, only to make love to this person in the bedroom. Like, I'm also picking up like, this is so funny. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm picking up this energy of like, you're saying to your future spouse, is just an example, okay? You act so hard, you act so tough, but in the bedroom you kiss me, you know, like so softly, and you called me like your baby girl, and like, I don't know, this energy of like roasting each other, or this energy of like, every time you're sick, you act like a baby. And then this person's like, you know, why are you so stubborn? I'm not acting like a baby. But again, like, you love each other. It's like a roasting or a picking at each other where you really love each other. And it's like your way of showing each other that you love each other. Or like I'm also hearing like there's somebody who really likes this like makeup sex, or who likes to passionately disagree, or something like that. Okay, I pick up like a really funny energy here. Like, if other people would look at your relationship, they would be like, what the fuck is wrong with these two people? But I'm hearing it works. I'm hearing this is just your dynamic here. Okay, there's like this I don't know, but it's funny because, you know, yeah, your spirit guides are here, so they want me to say that, because I'm picking up this energy here. You know, like sometimes couples, and I'm not bashing anybody, I'm just trying to describe the energy. Sometimes there's this energy of, let me see, I don't know if the light is okay. Sometimes there's this energy that an argument can easily turn to a breakup, can easily turn to like can easily turn to like a big thing, or like something that ruins like a Christmas party. Like let's say you have an argument and it just ruins like the whole day, or it ruins like some type of like celebration like for other people. Like I'm picking up this energy here. There's something about your relationship is gonna be so beautiful because your arguments do not turn into fights. They turn into like let me see. They turn into sexual attraction. They turn into like, I find this person so sexy, or like this was like the kick that I needed, or like my day was so lukewarm. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like the day was so boring or so lukewarm that this argument, like, you know, it was like spicy, or this debating was like spicy, or like now I feel even more drawn to kiss them and hug them and love them. And like, I don't know, there's something going on here where your arguments, they turn into passion. They turn into like, let me how do you say that? Yeah, I'm hearing you've been like a naughty girl. I'm gonna, you know, like give you your lesson, or like you have to learn something, you know, from your behavior. And then there's like something going on in the bedroom. I'm not gonna expose you here, but this is what I'm picking up. I would not be surprised if you would also be my type of couple who likes whips, cosplay, costumes, all kinds of toys in the bedroom here. Okay. Or there's something about you turn me on when you are stubborn. You turn me on when you are opinionated. You turn me on when you are giving me your cold shoulder. But again, it's kind of like you love each other. You love each other in a way where you also like, I don't know, provoke each other, or like, again, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, there's this energy of like, if you love them, you also roast them. This is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let me see what else is going on. Your relationship is also, yeah, your relationship is definitely about sexual healing, or about like how much happiness sex can bring you. And I'm not just talking about like, how can I explain that energy? I don't want it to sound shallow, because what I'm picking up is not shallow. It almost feels like, yeah, there's something about sexual healing, especially if somebody had problems in the past with their sexuality. There's something about like, now I experience the opposite of this traumatic experience sexually. Now I experience a lot of fun in the bedroom, and a lot of like healing, a lot of like good energy in the bedroom. There's something going on with sexual healing. Your relationship is definitely about healing each other, especially when it comes to like your sexuality, when it comes to body positivity, or when it comes to accepting for your body as it is, and then fully expressing your sexuality, even with your flaws and stuff like that. Okay, let me see. Again, there's gonna be a situation where somebody is gonna be like, I am ready, and the other person's like, wait, I don't know if I am ready. So we will have to look at what this is, because somebody is super duper fast in this connection. I want to marry you, let's move in together, let's have a child. I know that you're the one for me, but the other person's like, I don't know, I'm scared is what I'm picking up. Yeah, I'm also picking up this energy of your relationship is about like, how can I explain that? It's like in the daytime, I'm also, let me explain it like that. I'm being brought to like, spirit is showing me, you know, like animals, when they sometimes play with each other, it looks like they're biting each other. It looks like a fight, but it is really not. Hold on, guys, this is really getting on my nerves here. And you see, you get on my nerves. Well, then go elsewhere. No, I love you, I'm gonna stay here. What are you gonna do about it? You just said you want to leave. Something like that, I don't know. But again, it's not toxic. It is like in a healthy, funny way. I'm also hearing like blowing off some steam or something like that, but I'm being brought to like animals that they bite each other, but it's playing. Like I see baby lions, or I see like cats or something like that, and then they play with each other, but to us humans it looks like they are biting each other, but they're not. They're actually playing. This is what I'm picking up here with you guys. Okay, but let me get a few more cards here. Okay, let me see what else. What is pile number 3's relationship gonna be like with their future spouse? Yeah. Okay. How's pile number 3's relationship with their future spouse gonna be like? 3 of Cups. Okay, I like that. Give me a moment, guys. I'm just gonna get a few cards here, okay? What is pile number 2's relationship gonna be like with their future spouse? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. This is gonna be a relationship where you will have to learn to... how can I explain that energy? I pick up this energy where this is a relationship with your future spouse where you will have to learn to go with the flow, or an energy where you will have to learn that you cannot control everything. Like this, I'm picking up this, yeah, Aries is controlling, it is, but I'm not talking about you guys controlling each other, but I pick up this energy of like, this is a relationship or a connection that requires for you to go with the flow, because there could be an energy where there's a lot of things happening that were not planned, or again, somebody is like, there's something I have to like dig into it, because I cannot put my finger on it just yet. But let me see one more. Yeah, okay. I'm also hearing it's gonna feel like your relationship is gonna feel like you are with your best friend. You know how when you roast your best friend or something like that, or where you're making fun of each other, like yesterday you were ugly crying. There's a lot of like, your relationship is going to be very funny with a lot of jokes and with a lot of like roasting each other, but in the bedroom it's freaking passionate. Like there's so much passion. Like it's almost this energy that you're, again, like your anger or your frustration turns into like, oh, I'm gonna okay, wait until it's bedtime. This is what I'm hearing. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, let me get one more. What is this relationship gonna be like? What's going on? Yeah, I'm also hearing like the fire starter. Yeah, let me see. What is your... Wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. What is that about? What is this relationship for pile number 3 with their future spouse gonna be like? 8 of Cups. Ooh. Oh. Wow. There might be really somebody asking you to move in with them, or this might be a long distance situation here. That's interesting. I pick up this energy that somebody might be asking you to move in with them quite fast, and you're like, oh my freaking god, I always wanted that, but now it is here and I'm scared. Okay? Or something about like, this might be long distance here. This might be like moving in together, or moving to a different city, a different country, or something like this. Is definitely about living together here. This is definitely about living together. There's something going on here. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. This is about living together. This is about like okay, and somebody might be scared. I don't know who will be scared, who will be asking who, but this is who will be asking who. But this is about like, let's move in together. Let's again, there's somebody very fast. Somebody's like, I know you are my wife, I know you are my husband, let's move in together. The other person's like, I'm scared. But now the question is, what are you scared of? So you will have to, somebody will have to face their fears, because I'm also hearing let me see, why is the 9 of Swords here? What is going on with that? What is going on with that? Oh, I'm also hearing somebody here. Let me see. Wow. I can't. Okay, so the card says, oh my god, did you just see me? I can't wait to see what I just did when I edit the video. Okay, so the card says, when I saw you, I fell in love. and you smiled because you knew. So I'm picking up your relationship is going to be very cheeky, where you grin at each other, very cheeky, because you know you provoke this person, but you also know you love them, but you also know you're gonna fuck them. Very good, but you're also mad at them and you're also frustrated with them because they don't want to admit that you were right. I don't know, but again, there's this energy of like, behind closed doors they do admit when they did something wrong, but they might be like, I don't know, I feel like it's like a funny dynamic. Again, there is nothing here where I see something toxic. There's no toxic card here. This is just like, again, how animals in the animal world play with each other. It looks like they're biting each other, but they're not. Their biting is just a little like, okay, it's not just hurting the person, it's just biting. I think with cats, you also say love bites, right? Like you bite this person because you love them, but you don't bite them so that it hurts, but you bite them like, I don't know, I think you call it love bites. I'm not sure. I think you guys know what I mean, right? When like a cat or a dog bites you, but they're not biting you to hurt you, they bite you because it's like kind of like a kiss. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, now the funny part is, so again, you have like a very cheeky connection, and it's funny because this card says wild and it talk about animals. I don't want to talk about your bedroom situation. The card says, you nasty. Okay, so you only you two know what you guys are doing. I'm just saying. So the funny card is, the funny part is I created this card with the thought of the song Stay Ready by 𝐷𝑒𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑒𝑙𝑙𝑜. And I talked about how somebody's not ready here. Okay, and the card says the chemistry is infinite. So there's gonna be a lot of chemistry between the two of you. Like your jokes fit together, your stubborn, opinionated energy fits together. You might also be sometimes stubborn together, like, oh, okay, let's go let's go do this. Like, we're not gonna listen to other people, we're gonna be stubborn together. If that makes sense. Okay, but again, when I created this card, this was about like the song Stay Ready by 𝐷𝑒𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑒𝑙𝑎. And if we already talk about it, I think I'm just gonna get the lyrics out here. Okay, there's no place quite like here, there's no better time than now, you gotta stay ready, yeah. There's something going on here. Somebody is not ready and the other person is more than ready. Okay, let me see. Stay Ready by 𝐷𝑒𝑒𝑗𝐻𝑒𝑙𝑎. Stay ready. Okay, let's look at the lyrics. We do not exist in any other instant. Here in this dimension, you and I are meant to be. I have waited lifetimes to find you. Now that you're here, I can remind you of the things you've been dreaming times 2, I promise you. If you just give me 24, man, all I need is 24 hours. I promise you will, you see, this person's saying they only need 24 hours. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm fast, like something is going on here. I promise you will want plenty more. How does it sound? Us on the ground, giving you my love. There's no place quite like here. There's no better time than now. Wow. Now it's Kendrick Lamar because he's also in the song. He says, tell me, find your spot with the warning that I might slip. And when you climb on top, that's the ultimate road trip. Right on me, like your pack got me thinking 96. Guys, what are you doing? I can rap on some 90s shit, wrapping your leggings around my hip. I'm so into it, tourists want to come speculate, but if I stay monogamous, promise this kiss will always taste like candy. And yeah, it's obvious now, Mama now probably can't stand me. Okay, now we have to talk about that because I see something like that here. Because we have the card here, you will have to make a decision between 2 people. And I didn't feel like there's a third party situation between the 2 of you. I felt like it's a family member, and here it is, okay? So there could be an energy where somebody's family member doesn't like the other person, or like they don't like your partner, or their mom doesn't like you, or something is going on here. I knew it, but it's now here. Okay, and yeah, it's obvious mama now probably can't stand me, or there's somebody that is against this relationship here. Okay, I'm sure, but again, it doesn't feel like, to me it feels like family, but it could also be friends. Okay, but again, we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay guys, I don't want to go too much into it. I'm going to put the link down in the description box. You can look at the lyrics. There could be an unexpected pregnancy, so if you don't want that, be careful, because I already felt it's something about I'm not ready. Okay, unexpected pregnancy. Make sure that you use protection if you don't want to have children, because one time not using protection, you're gonna get pregnant. I'm letting you know. Okay, wow. Now he also says, I know that sounds, wait, we find ourselves sexting. Oh my god, guys, I can't, because we have the card here, sexting, and the lyric says, I know that's, wait, we find ourselves sexting till that connection is restored. You see, so restoring the connection after an argument, or after like after a disagreement, or after like some type of like interference, like restoring the connection after somebody said something bad about the connection, something like that. Okay, I find myself reading old text messages when I'm bored. We find ourselves sexting till that connection is restored. I know that sounds immature, but if we never grow up, then I wish you good luck on the seeds that's inside the wall. Okay, so, and it's interesting because we have a card here with a cat, and depending on where you go, sometimes the cat can mean good luck or bad luck. So I don't know, there's something going on here with your connection. Okay, interesting. Do you know what Spirit is saying here? Spirit is telling me, pay attention to when you are with a person, there is something going, oh, that's interesting. Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna talk to you guys about it, okay? So pie number 3, there's something that Spirit wants you to know. There's something about good luck and bad luck. Spirit wants to let you know, when you are with a person and you experience bad luck, yeah, your spirit guides are here. Because there might be an energy where, for some of you guys, you meet somebody, you think they are your twin flame, but they might not be, or you maybe already went through that, okay? Now, Spirit is saying, if you experience bad luck around this person, it is not a coincidence. This person is not bringing you good energy. Not that they're doing anything bad, but they might not be the one. Your future spouse and your true love is going to bring some type of good luck to you. That's how you're going to notice that they are the one for you. Okay, there's something about good luck and bad luck, so pay attention to it, okay? When you are with a person and things just become a shitstorm, they might not be for you. They might just be like a like a downgraded version of your future spouse, because sometimes when we meet people and they tick every box, but they might just be the old version, and then there's a new version coming out, kind of like you know, like when there's an old version of like a product and a new version of a product. Because if you become a new version of yourself, the old version like the old version of you attracted the old version of like your true love and your future spouse, but then you become a new version of you, and then you might be attracting like the new version of your future spouse that is like maybe that brings good luck to you instead of bad luck. Okay, so there's something Spirit wants to talk about that, so pay attention to it. Another thing is, there's gonna be a person who's not gonna approve of this connection, but here's where the energy comes in, where both of you are going to rebel. So you're going to rebel against this person's opinion, and you're going to move in together, be together, love each other, have children together anyway, because you believe that your love is true. But there's going to be a person who's going to be like, I don't approve of this relationship, and you and your future spouse, you're going to be like, do we care? No, we don't care, right? Okay. Okay, even if it's family, it's kind of like, I love you, mom, but I have to make my own decisions. Now, sometimes our moms are right, but sometimes our moms or our parents are jaded, okay? So pay attention to what your spirit guides are going to tell you about this connection, because it's going to be obvious that they are the one for you, okay? But there might be somebody who's a little bit jaded, or who, I don't know, who is too suspicious, or who doesn't believe in like marriage anymore. So they're telling you, don't marry, like marriage is overrated, why are you doing it? It might be like your grandma, you know, your grandma's like, why do you want to marry, like it's overrated, or like you don't have to do that, or your young generation, you're never gonna marry. Like they say stuff like that because they're jaded, okay? Or because they haven't seen what is going on here, okay? Pile number 3, I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon, okay? We're going to dive a little bit deeper into, I want to dive into what this Wheel of Fortune is about, because the Wheel of Fortune is good luck. Oh my God. Sometimes I cannot believe how everything is coming together, but the Wheel of Fortune is good luck. Oh my God. This is very significant. There's something about good luck and bad luck. Or let's say you feel like you are an overall lucky person, but then you come in contact with a person and you feel like you're not as lucky as you used to be. That is an indication that this person is not for you. I'm hearing even when it comes to friends, okay? Now for others of you, you might be realizing that since you are with your future spouse, there's way more luck coming to you. You find money on the floor, things are working out for you and stuff like that. It's an indication that this man, this woman is meant for you. There's something about luck going on here. So there's something lucky here happening in this connection. I want to talk about it in the extended, okay? So we're going to look at what this lucky energy here is about, and I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into what your connection is going to be like, okay? So if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box, okay? I'm also going to probably dive into this energy of like, what are you not ready for, or what is going to make you feel scared. So again, if you're interested in that, the link is down in the description box, and if not, I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye!